So guys, I know I not only teased the team builder yesterday by accidentally showing you the team, but I'm also using the same team twice. Now, I allowed for a conversation to occur that chipped into about 4 hours of my day, and because of that 4 hours, which was very valuable, right? But because of that, 1950, where am I? I lost 1900, right? Yeah, so they put it in 1900. Very cool team, by the way. But because of that, Dragonite's gonna eat his lunch, assuming this isn't like steel. I need a Terra. But because of that, I'm here now using the same team again. So there you have it. Okay. So forgive me, and we'll move on with our lives, and we'll be great. So Valiant obviously benefits from the court drive, which is blessed. I forgot about that. And I'm physical Valiante, which loses to his Valiant. My booster energy gets boosted by speed every time, which helps with this. So let's break this down. For the Moth, I have Azu to some extent. I have Azu to some extent for almost everything on his team, truth be told. I say to some extent because they usually have either grass or sometimes they have poison coverage. It's becoming less and less common these days. And Azu can one-shot that. This is a non-factor. This is annoying, but almost a non-factor. This is potentially annoying, but potentially a non-factor. This is potentially annoying, but potentially a non-factor. And D-Knight's an issue, depending on its set. And so what I'll do is aim to sweep him with D-Knight in the late game. I could also gambit him, but that's a little trickier. The thing I can't guard against is Moth, maybe? Don't know what. Have fun, bro. Pinchurican, maybe I'm scared of. Like, what the fuck? I don't even know what the fuck them shits are trying to do to me. Alright, that's just Valiant. So he hasn't picked his lead yet, and he knows me, so he's thinking this through. He's like, yo, I got Jam, bro. I gotta beat him, bro. So now I know he's one goofing around, and he's on guard. So let's say Pinchurican starts. I'd rather my Valiant take the hit. I knew he'd probably lead with this, but my thing is that he's either slower than me. Cause CC here, what can he guard against the CC? If I water stat, what do you need to? It's just liquidation here. Should be sashed. Oh, he's not. So I kill that. Blessed. He might have been sashed. This must have something. Either way, do I give a fuck? Tusk, here we go. Defense boost, speed boost. So the speed boost is from the terrain. The defense boost is, which means my Valiant outspeeds him, but Valiant can't knock him off. But that also means that he has to Terra, which means that I'm about to get Psycho Bladed or some shit like that. What do I want to do about this? He's gonna Swords Dance if he has it. I could. You doubles expecting this situation here. So let's say he's Sideblades and I get Rocks up. Let's say Swords Dance and I get no damage. So I'll do his Rocks first. I know he's gonna go for that, and I'll eat. I could go Gambit and then just Terra that, but I want to Terra my Dragonite. Dragonite wins. I don't need to Terra it, but it'll guarantee the W. If I Terra Ghost here, no, why would I do that? Let's say he CCs and he drops his defense. Let's see. I'm willing to lose my Gambit. Plus, people know me enough to know that, okay, like I'm playing Jam. Like I wouldn't CC that turn. He would leave the Tusk in. So I'll go back to Tusk here to see if he has CC. And drop his defense. Wild charge. Interesting. That means you can't touch Gambit. If that's all you got, you can't touch Gambit. Yeah. So now, which is interesting that he did that. Oh, he does have it. Okay. Oh, he predicted me to Terra flying. Ah, so it's 4 attacks. Or he doesn't have a grass move. Okay, that's very cool. So now his Spadef is lowered. I get the speed boost, I'm faster. And I get to Fiery Dance, which puts him in trouble. I'm guessing he's gonna Terra here. If he Terras, then that opens up my D-Knight. So this is a great position. This is a really good position. Even though I lost Gambit, it wasn't gonna win me the game. It was nice. I think Tusk might be a little bit better because he doesn't have any good Tusk switching, especially if that's Band Knight. Yeah, it depends. Because Tusk also, doubt his Valiant has. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. But this is great because I can one-hit KO him with Fiery Dance. I assume with the special attack boost. I mean, with the. If I don't, I don't. Because Azu also wins. So he forced into Terra, which I was hoping because he knocked me out. Obviously with the Psychic move. So I forced the Terra, which is what I was hoping for. How do I want to go about this? So now that he's Terra, my Dragonite is just a matter of time. So I could go D-Knight here and DD first. Would I win straight up? I prefer to do it when he doesn't have the boost on the side blade. So if I go Valiant, because the only thing left that can even take on my Azus. If I go Valiant, CC, if I go to Azu and Aqua J here, I like that actually better. I'm thinking about the positioning from me winning. Oh wait, what? I'm not good. How did he live that? I keep forgetting this thing has good defense. That may matter, it may not, because my Valiant's a big issue, and my Dragonite should win anyway. That wasn't the ideal play. I thought I'd knock him out with Aqua Jet there. If I did, then this would have been the best positioning. If not, then my better play there may have been to just go to my Valiant and CC. I didn't want to CC because I don't want his Dragonite coming in and getting a free +1, which would have been the case. Then I would have gone to Azu and Ice Spinner. I guess I could Ice Spinner into E-Speed. But I suppose he's just going to let me do that now. He has to E-Speed here. So let me think. If I... Yeah, so I'll go Valiant here. I want the Aqua Jet. Yeah, because E-Speed won't 2K on me because he's not banded. So it allows for me to trick Ghost Pinchurican. Gets a Terrain Extender. If he's not careful, then I'll get the free setup with my Dragonite, and he knows that. He knows that. So this currently is decent, but not necessary. So it'll CC first to get that damage. See mementos, okay. Because of my priority, the memento doesn't really matter. He could try to go to D-Knight. It does matter. It does matter. Does matter in the memento is something I didn't expect. So yeah, D-Knight is what I expected. Because I don't have anything to touch this, I want to be careful. Because he gets free +1. But all I need to win is my Azu and my D-Knight. Here's Valiant, no problem. So if I go to my D-Knight, he's going to Dragon Dance Extreme Speed. The memento really fucked things up. Dragon Dance Extreme Speed and my Azu play fucked things up. So I'll take that for later. I did not expect the thing to have Wild Charge and CC. Thought he just Wild Charge, but okay, if you're predicting Terra Flying, that made sense, even though it wouldn't have killed me, but that makes sense. So if I Tusk +1, if I was bulk of Tusk, that would work. Let's see if he has Roost. liquidation. I'll go Azu because I know he's gonna Dragon Dance and then extreme speed. And so I'll just leverage the fact that I have E-Speed too. He'll E-Speed this first turn. He could have something to hit me. Do I need the DD? DD, E-Speed, E-Speed. Do I 2 KO him though? That's the big thing. Or is it better to E-Speed 3 times? Let's see. Dragonite. Audiobook offense. Dragonite. Opposing Dragonite. Alright, no multi-scale. So different ability. Moxie, sure. Terra normal E-Speed does 47 to 56. It's better to E-Speed 3 times than 2. So E-Speeds Dragon Dance is just a mistake. Oh shit, wasn't a mistake. Because I forgot about Earthquake. Now his E-Speed kills me. I should've, no. Should I encore there? No, he had no reason. He didn't have a reason not to E-Speed that first turn. Yeah, him Earthquaking there wasn't even a good play. Should have just E-Speeded. So let's see. Tusk. I'd probably still get 2 killed. Yeah, I played the end game badly versus the Memento turn was big. The Memento turn was big. So I tossed that one. I should have expected Memento, and I shouldn't have expected Azu to live, because Azu was something that if it took no damage, it's my lack of knowledge. If Azu took no damage, because the point was to have Azu in versus a dead zebra thing, not zebra, whatever the fuck a Virizion is. I have Azu in versus a dead that, then the game would have been a wrap. But because it won, it didn't die, and I took so much damage, it really threw things off. Because I knew the Dragonite could be an issue, but I'm figuring, okay, if I have the full health Azu, my own Dragonite and the priority will never matter. So my own ignorance bit me there, which is fine. Let's see how much I lost on that. Okay, I think we'll get to 19-ish today. I do like how I played that though. The logic was very good. Very cool team. So this is one where we'll take what well, I guess this guy doesn't really have the same stuff, so unless this guy also has something that I'm not expecting, then I have to account for that in the future. Also, I need to lodge that Terrafire was a thing. Terrafire and defense boost for the future. Okay, cool. So Glamora, Azu is one of those mons in this matchup as well, where it could be dang, I'm famous. That was good. But nah. Moth could body, potentially. Valiant could body. There's so many things I could body. Tusk, Azu. I'll aim to either D-Knight plus Moth Sweep. What I love about Azu is it forces them to use Sludge if they have it. Particularly because you don't have any good water resist beyond Roaring Moon, which is a gamble if I play rough that turn. Right, and because I have my Iron Moth, I can absorb your T-Spike. Sure, be in your best interest to try to get me to not do it. So right, Sludge Wave. It seems they're starting to run Sludge Wave again. I could play rough here, but nobody ever switches out. So essentially, you got no rocks, and he's gonna try to position himself in a way. But I have to think about where, like, okay, if I'm gonna do that with my Azu, he has to position himself in a way where he's trying to force me to go to. something that can't absorb the T-Spike. So like I said, my Iron Moth is an issue. I could go to Moth after this and force the Terra. So I'll do his Aqua Jet first. Last time this happened, he had like a Rocky helmet, so I know he's gonna Iron Hit there. That does enough damage to where Moth's Fiery Dance can knock him out. If anything, the opponent's going to... I just realized this has 4 attacks. I was like, wow, this is coverage so dumb. But this does enough damage. The Aqua Jet does enough damage to where Fiery Dance may KO. So he Terra Darks, that's fine. I want to do... I wanted him to Terra early. So since he Terra there, now it's lunchtime with my Dragonite. That's always what I'm thinking about. Lunchtime with Dragonite or lunchtime. Gambit less so. But lunchtime with Dragonite. I'm pretty much lunchtime with Tusk too. Tusk can't sweep as easily as I'd like. It's low-key lunchtime with Valiant too. So what do I try to do? If I go Valiant, if I go Tusk first. Yeah, actually Tusk first. I'll Tusk first, rocks, then kill him. Because if he's gonna hard switch, the only hard switch he could make is into like a balloon, and I know he wasn't gonna switch that turn, so now he's probably gonna sucker. So it was balloon. Okay. If that's the case, this is good because I need this off balloon so my Dragonite can fuck him up. Question is it like balloon with... It's irrelevant. We always can't be here. So they do have Focus Blast. I didn't know. I literally, when that statement was, is it balloon or Focus Blast? But I'm like, why would he have balloon and Focus Blast? But apparently they run that. Okay, so that's good to know. It's good to know. Same game plan, Z Gambits, but I already knew. I haven't shown my item. Like, you may assume that I'm banded if he watches the video. But he goes to his Valiant, his speed boosting. His Valiant's an issue. I should have fucking broke it. I don't think my Tusk would have died to making it rain, and I might lose to that because I didn't expect Balloon to be on the Golden Gun. I didn't expect Focus Blast to be on there. So that's information for later. Because that catching me off guard is going to bite me here because the Balloon Golden Go walls my Dragonite. So I'd have to... And I don't have any Valiant switching. It's just dawning on me. How was it worth? I mean, he took the risk. He had enough solutions to Gambit to where he didn't need to risk the Focus Blast. Because if he missed or he didn't kill my Tusk, he was over. But I guess he was like, okay, fuck it, I'll just try to predict. But the issue is that he's Balloon. Like, I set this game plan up assuming that's not the case, but I can't do that anymore. So what can I do to have him choke? Because he's obviously just going to Moonblast here. Is there a way to get him to choke? I start Dragonite. Let's go Dragonite Extreme Speed. Then I go to Tusk Terra Ghost. I'll go to Tusk Terra Ghost, Rapid Spin. My Tusk is too slow though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've lost now. He's physical. Okay, there's hope. That's actually really good. Because he can't knock me out with Spirit Break if I Terra. I don't think I need to I won't be able to Terra my Dragonite obviously, but I'll get damage here, otherwise I'll die. Okay. Actually, Spirit Break probably doesn't kill me. +2 Spirit Break, calc. There's no way I die. Yeah, I was gonna Terra there. I was like, there's no way I faint to that. It's just a big deal. If I go D-Knight E-Speed, go D-Knight, I'll live the Spirit Break. E-Speed, knock him out. I'm actually gonna switch here now. That seems like insanity. Oh, come on, man. That's fucking lame as shit. Yeah, that's why. That crit. So basically why I went D-Knight there was to Survive the spirit break, knock him out with an E-speed. I needed 3 sacks. Because after I went D-Knight, he couldn't go Moss. So he'd have to go Roaring Moon, or he'd have to go to... he'd have to go to Roaring Moon, or he'd have to go to Goldengo. If I sacked Great Tusk and then went to Dragonite hard, I could knock him out, but then he'd just go to Goldengo and go for Make It Rain. If my Dragonite had something to touch Goldengo, I would have swept him. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It was my fault for not just knocking off his Goldengo, his item. And considering Balloon Focus Blast. So that's something I have to look out for in the future. Some more data. I might end up just, no, I don't have the time. I was like, I could use this team and probably get back to #1 in one video. Just for like entertainment's sake. Like, alright. Because I enjoy this team a lot. It's a lot of fun. The Valiant set in particular. I don't know if I take... It's like the coverage just is not hitting. So it'd either be removing trick. But either way, what we'll do here is body him with Gambit, I think. I think that's the most probable sweeper. My Moth could do some work, but you obviously have to get rid of Tinglu first, and nothing on my team really lures Tinglu in. Cinderace could be an issue. Okay, Cinderace is coming. I know it's gonna come. I know it's gonna be an issue. Knock off here covers for both covers for everything. Covers for both Court Change and the Will-O-Wisp. Versus EQing. EQ will do what, like 70 something, maybe. Because I've seen bulky ones, right? Obviously if he misses. But this guarantees me both value in terms of removing the Cinderace's item and removing the Hatterene's item, because you know, of course he's gonna go to Hatterene. Goes to Great Tusk. Okay, so I get the Great Tusk item too. I can Rock Shear because I know he's just gonna knock. The question is, what do I actually know? That's not a question. I don't have a ghost type. I just realized, like I'm so used to having Pulp and my brain auto-clicked rocks. Though I don't regret the rocks primarily because I know it forces him to go for spin the next turn, whereas like he can choose between rocks and spin. Right, and me getting up rocks means that Cinderace is getting punished, which he doesn't want. And so it forces him to do what I want this next turn, which will end up being a Corviknight. I mean, not Corviknight, a Toxapex getting tricked at Choice Band, likely Assault Vest, because some people, for some reason, I've learned that. People are running Assault Vest now. Like, I learned that last week. You gotta be patient with me, guys. It's been a minute since I've really tried in any capacity to play. Sure, hop on, you know, throw some, but I'm like, what are these sets? Like, what the fuck? The meta's changed that much? And so the removal of his Assault Vest helps at least a little bit with the Iron Moth eventual matchup that will happen with the Psychic King. Since I'm Assault Vest now, it's very likely that we're going to be staring down Surf this next turn, but as I said, Gambit's going to be key in just one-shotting every member on his team at the appropriate moment, at the appropriate time. But I don't want Valiant mindlessly taking damage here. Now, to Sludge Bomb would be... You get absolutely no value if I go Valiant, but at the same time, me staying in, I don't get shit out of it. So what to do here? We've been in this position before. Dragonite is good, but the Tinglu, how do I lower Tinglu in? I can't lower Tinglu in. But what I do have is Azu. So what I would do is I have to stay in for one turn just to see if he'll Surf or he'll Sludge Bomb. He does Sludge Bomb. Does he Hacks? Okay, he doesn't get the Hacks. Just odd that he Sludge Bomb there, considering Gambit coming in would have gotten him no value. I figured he'd switch there, but nothing that he could have brought in would have been of any real relevance. And if he pivots to Corviknight expecting me to go to Gambit, that means this Corviknight has Body Press. And what I'll do is force him to stay in, because he's going to think, okay, like, what are you going to do to my Tusk? But he actually goes to Corviknight to U-turn, perhaps trying to preserve the body press and not show me. Either way, Dragonite later is going to be key versus this. I don't know if... I think... I see the value of Encore. Yeah, I'll keep it as is for now. It's not like I'm going to use this team a ton. I think if I choose to go number 1, like if I were to have the time now, just choose to go number 1. But actually, it's been some great games today. I've enjoyed them a lot. Even though I've lost both, they were both avoidable losses, and so there were lessons in them that I can take. This guy's team is a lot harder to break than the other two. I think the other two I should have just definitely overestimated Azu, and then I underestimated the value of air balloon gold angle. So I'm guessing he was just 3 attacks. Is that what people run? Nasty Plot isn't a thing anymore. So Tusk coming in. This is why Roxing initially was good, because it forced him to do what I wanted. Because Tusk offensively is actually pretty problematic for me. Could have gone Tusk because he's trying to bait me to rock, so he can go to Hatterene, which would have been good positioning for him. But the problem is I don't have shit for. So I have to beat this guy some other way, because I don't have a lot of firepower. I won't depend on my Moth speed. Now I have to really fuck his Tingle up. I just don't know how I'm gonna do that. So, that being said, it's clear that I'll have to... Yeah, I figured he'd do that. What I end up doing is, because he's going to spin back with me, and then I'll be able to go, actually, yeah, I'll be able to D-Knight. Because he should rocks again, right? Which doesn't bug me. Now this allows for me to D-dance, because he's going to try to knock. Or he's going to, yes, excellent. I was wondering, I was like, okay, maybe I can force this Tinglu in with my D-Knight and get the value I need to force the Whirlwind. Excellent. I get Gambit, which is the worst fucking, like anything else would have been better than Gambit, except Moth. Moth would have not been good. But what I can do is force him to come in, and I get to EQ again. I don't want to show Encore. No, I want an Earthquake. He may have, I want him to stay in though. I was going to say he may have, he's spiking. Okay. Good. Spike matters. I was going to say anything but the fucking Iron Moth now would have been good, but Spike rolling. Okay, so it's not rocks. It's very odd that he's doing this, considering he doesn't have a rapid spinner. I mean, a spin blocker. So it'd be unwise for me to just sack my Moth right now. But as I said, Moth is gonna be valuable later. So let's think long term, right? And me getting the damage on this team is gonna matter, because my fucking Gambit is gonna eat good. Yeah. So excellent. Please get rest. That's what another move is. Well, that's horrible for me. Okay, let's see what the Corviknight has. I might sweep him here depending on what the Corviknight has. Terra Water, is it body press? Yeah, excellent. Wait, does Encore? Oh, it gets pressure stalled. Let's see how much extreme speed is doing though. Because he might get, since he terra'd, it might be a wash now. Yeah. I was gonna say, since he terra'd, it might be a wash. Did he burn? He only burned one turn of sleep, yeah. It's fucked. When he terra'd there, I was like, yeah. So he terra'd accounting for me being Fire Punch. Yeah. Because I'm like, Terra immediately, yeah, it was accounting for me being Fire Punch. And Terra Water would cover for backs and D-Knight sweeps. So that makes sense. I'll grab one last one. So we found a way to create an opening, but that was the hardest matchup of all the teams we played today. A lot of fun games though. a lot of fun games, and it reminds me of back when I was on the climb, where it's like relearning the meta, but I didn't think the meta changed that much. The mons look the same, so it's like I'm seeing the same mons. I mean, like, what could you possibly have changed? A Terra? But given that fucking old gens change all the time, like, who am I to think a new generation cannot be further explored? Especially with now the bans and such, with Cyclozar and Shedtail being banned. You know, people are gonna get more creative. So I'm actually gonna end it there since I'm not finding any battle. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. It's my own fault for the lack of time discipline. I don't regret it, but it's my fault. And so thanks for watching. Hit the like button down below. Hopefully you learned from those losses like I did, and see you in the next one. Peace.